こんにちは、皆さん。今日、私たちは日本語を勉強しています。質問、質問があれば聞いてください. Greetings, everyone. Today we're studying Japanese. If you have any questions, then feel free to stop and ask me at any time. We're going to be doing a very important strategy today for learning Japanese. The traditional study methods will only make you a better beginner. They will not ever take you past the beginner stage. The thing that actually takes you past the beginner stage is immersion, and that's what we will be doing today. We're going to be using the anime Card Captor Sakura to do immersion training for Japanese. One moment while I set things up. There we go. Okay, so I think I should have fixed that. See, Aitai na. Let's see. This is from au to meet. So I want to meet, and this is the I'll conjugate it as potential form and then negative. And then this. So let's see. So I want to meet, but I'm not able to meet. Setsunaina. I don't remember what Setsunaina is. I think it has something to do with important. Oh, painful, heartrending. I think it means more heartrending in this situation. And then kono kimochi, or this feeling. And the fact that they use kono with it, kono actually shows possession, so you know that they're referring to their own emotions. So, aitai na, aenai na, setsunai na, kono kimochi. So I want want to meet, but I'm not able to meet. See this painful feeling. See, E-N-I, no. Okay. So, iu is to say, so so this is first conjugated into potential form, and then to negative form. So I'm not able to say, but I want to say. Chance. Let's see. So ienai no, iitai no, chansu no gashite bakari. Bakari is a word that means limit, but it's often used in the exaggeration sense. Let's see. Nogashite from nogasu. Nogasu. To miss. So chansu is just a noun meaning chance, pulled from English. So ienai no, iitai no, chansu no kashita bakari. So I'm not able to say, but I want to say. I keep missing my chance. Okay, so date. This this small su and then te is actually shorthand for quoting particle, and then it can either mean to say or to do. I think in this case it's meaning that said, and then this da comes from the copula particle da that you see at the end of noun ending sentences, and it's basically trying to bundle up everything that was just said previously, and then said that is true, but here's something else, kind of thing. So date subasa hiro. Oh, konnichiwa, Jasmine. Genki desu ka? Yes, it is a very good anime. I picked it because hopefully the Japanese in it is simpler, but it is spoken very clearly, which was what I was looking for in a show to learn off of. And also because the target age audience of this show goes young enough that they would have simpler Japanese in it. At least that's my hope. you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, so let's see. Let's continuing with this. Let's see. Subasa Beetle. Subasa Beetle Bay. Let's see what that is. Subasa Beetle Bay. Subasa Beetle. I mean, Beetle Gay. That's right, it's gay. Subasa is wing. So then, and it's nouns. But what is Beetle Gay? Subasa Beetle Gay. Subasa. Oh, not Beetle, Hito. I knew something was wrong. Okay. Subasa Hito Gay. Hiroge means to spread. Hirogeru. It comes from Hirogeru. Okay, so yeah. So hiroge is basically the noun form of it. So this basically makes a new noun of spreading wings. But basically think of the terminology of spreading wings in the noun form. So date subasa hiroge futari de. Let's see. It was pretty easy to figure out the meaning, but I think this means something like spreading wings together. Subasa biroge. Oh, Subasa hiroge, that's right. Futari de. Come on, spread our wings together is how they translated it. I'm guessing this de right here may actually not be like the particle de, but the, oh, why, okay, why is Futari de at the end? Okay, I think it's because it's a continuous song with, and it's going from one line to the next, and de is actually not always the particle de. De can be the da in the connective form, and that's one possibility of what this is. This could be da in its connective form, in which you want to say one thing and then say something else. Uh, but we'd have to see the next line of the sentence to know for sure, but I'm sure a native could tell right away. But that's my theory, that this is just da in the connective form. Yeah, it's basically a two-person spreading wing. It's a two people spreading wings, aka two spreading wings together. Essentially, the noun in the front modifies the okay, this noun combines with this noun to make one new noun, and then this noun modifies this, which is two people. So what kind of two people do we have? We have spreading wings, two people, aka spreading wings together. Yeah, okay, so seeing how this sentence is afterwards, I'm pretty sure that was just da in its connective form. So, それは、Madison, 夢を、夢を、let's see. So, unizon, yeah, unizon, yeah. Unizon stai. Now, this is something you generally see in songs, and you won't see it as much in writing, I don't think. This shitai at the end is actually supposed to apply to both this and this right here. So, それはmedicine. So, I want to marathon in the sky, essentially. And this is basically a noun here, but when you shitai or use sudo, you can turn this noun into a verb. So this is probably what people call a na adjective, which is really just a noun. And when you use it with sudo, it becomes a verb. So marathon through the sky, and let's see, yume wo, and then and dream in unison. So okay, so let's see what oh whoops. So let's see what the translation for this says. But in general, something like I want to marathon. I want to marathon through the sky and dream in unison. Let's see, それをまれさん夢をunisonしたい. See, I want to run a marathon in the sky and sing in unison with my dreams. Okay, so let's continue. See, Hora. There's a lot of words I need to learn. Hora. Let's see, it could either be the one for look, boasting, bragging. I think it's supposed to be look, that one. What is Hora based off of, though? Hora, grammatical meaning. No detailed sentences, of course. Hora, grammar. Hora is an interjection, which means it's a word. Okay, sure. Oh, it's just an interjection like look, okay? What's it based off of? Let's see. Common uses: directing attention, recalling a shared memory or previous statement, prompting or urging someone, expressing mild annoyance. The word horror is believed to be a contraction or a phonetic shift from the classical Japanese imperative form of mita. Okay, so it's basically shifted. See, Miyo look. Okay, so they're thinking it basically changed over time, but it's basically comes from the word miru. So hora, catch you, catch you, catch me, mate. Okay, mate is usually hold, so I guess saying something about look, hold me, or something like that. Kochi o muite. Kochi is this direction. Muite is the connective form of muku, which is to look. Let's see, muku, to look towards, transitive. Yeah, it has to be transitive because we're using the noun kochi, this direction, so look towards this direction. So kochi o muite, let's see, ski dot toite, or basically look in this direction and say you love me. So nice to meet you, good to see you, Kiko. Okay, so that so was probably the that way so but Kito. Surely adverb. I think so might try to be like a transition in here. I'm not entirely sure. And then so I'm guessing it's supposed to be. Maybe this Kito might be for the next sentence. I don't know. It could be like. Let's see. Okay, so. Surely, let's see. Watashi no omoi. Oh, I guess it was for it. So surely, and then watashi no omoi. So surely you thought, and then here's the actual thought. Anata o. Let's see. Anata no hato ni. Oh, I think yeah. This is probably supposed to be heart. Yes, that's heart. Okay. That's the katakana way of saying heart. If you're curious, the normal way of saying heart is shinzo, which so anata no hato, so your heart, targeting it with what? Okay. Tonde, 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 ike. Ike is the potential form of. Okay, ike comes from iku, but iku is not always used in the sense of to go. It can also be used in the sense of to be able to. And that's how it's being used here. Ike. That's also the reason why they don't use the kanji here, because they're using its able to meaning and not its to go meaning. They will only ever use the kanji if they're doing the go to go meaning. You would never see the able to meaning used with the kanji. And then let's see, tonde is basically the connective form of to fly or jump. In this case, it's fly. So essentially, so I thought that your heart will surely be able to fly. That's what this essentially translates to. That's koishiteru. That means koi is romantic love. Shite comes from suru, and ru is actually a contraction from iru. So you could shiteiru. You can think of that as the continuous form of suru, and then koi. So continuously and romantic love, or in other words, surely you're in love, essentially. Oh, is there any questions about the opening so far before we actually get into the anime? Oh, konnichiwa. Sanatsu yunayan. See, in this anime, you have to learn Kansai. The bear creature speaks Kansai, a dialect of Japanese. Kansai Ben. I believe like the English name for the Kansai accent is the a Southern accent. That's how they try to compare it in English. But yes, it's the Kansai, which is basically Japanese version of the Southern accent. And that bear thing is Caraberos. Oh, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Dare watashi o yofu no wa. Let's see, yofu, to call, out. So dare who, and then I think I remember someone saying something about this is actually a sign of something sometimes done in Japanese where you have reversal. Calling out to me, and then this no nounifies it. Oh yes, that's right. This is just set in reverse. If you wanted to make a more not spoken version of the sentence and more like written looking sentence, it would be watashi wo yofu no wa dare. But because it's trying to be more dramatic, they do this thing where they do reversal where they say dare watashi o yofu no wa. So who's calling out to me? Sakura to fushigi na something no hon. Okay, fushigi means mysterious. Like it's the same word that you see used in the, I believe it was also used in Alice in Wonderland's title. And then this is another na adjective, which is why you have to have a na connector here. But let's see, what was this word? I think that word kanji has something to do with history. It's not the kanji used in history, it just looks sort of similar to it. Kako. Maybe one of those kanjis. Kako. I don't know, but it's something describing the book. Let's see. Mezumashi doke. So toke is clock. So what is samas? To awaken. Okay, so this is the word they use for alarm clock. Essentially, me is coming from the kanji for I, and then zamashi, to awaken, to arouse from sleep. So mezumashi doke. And if you're wondering why this is doke instead of toke, it's because of ten hooking, where when you combine two nouns together, if the second one can be 10-10, then and there's no other 10-10s in it, you often have a 10-10 placed on the beginning of it, so it makes it doke instead of toke. So mezamashi toke. So, in other words, alarm clock sound, that's what this is, oto right here. Mezumashi doke no oto. And then Sakura says, wa. If you're curious about that interjection, it has the connotations of wow or o or e. Basically, a kind of a surprise interjection. Aya kono oto ka.
この音か。
See, aya. Oh, it's another word meaning sort of like wow. Kono oto ka. I think it means something like, what is this sound? Is this the sound? No, I think that's a bad translation. I think it's supposed to mean something like, what is the sound? Sakura-san, gohan ga dekimashou. Or Sakura, breakfast has been made. Let's see, we can see his name. You actually see it in the parentheses here. Mm-hmm.
この音か。
Fujitaka. And by the rules of how kanji work, this is probably the Fuji and this is how the Taka, because you can't have any more than 2 characters make up a kanji sound in Japanese. At least not if it's an Onyumi reading. Let's see. Fujitaka. Okay, let's see. Oh, konnichiwa, Fulanito82. Yes, we are learning Japanese. I'm trying to do the type of training that takes you from a beginner to an intermediate because only immersion training will take you to that. If you want some easier lessons, I have other videos on my channel. Let's see. Sanatsu Yunayan. Okay, I've tried to learn Japanese a few years back, but I eventually gave up. I used MP Vasius with a text hooker. Card Captor Sakura was one of the animes I used. I used to post to DJT on 4chan. They have pretty good Japanese learning guides on there. Not sure if the link still works. Okay. Might go back to learning Japanese. I gave up when I was depressed. I took a break from it. Okay. Well, it's good to hear that you're better now, and if you have any questions, I can help you with this. I'm gonna try to take this very first episode very slowly by comparison. I'm trying to get to the point where I can just hear the Japanese and know what's being said.
Hi! 私、木之本さくら。友枝小学校の4年生。
See. I am Kinomoto Sakura. As you may or may not know, in Japanese, you use the family name first, hence why she said Kinomoto Sakura, not Sakura Kinomoto. Tomaeda. Let's see, Tomaeda. Gak. Isn't this Gak? Is this Gakko or something? Let's see. Oh, Gakko, yes. Oh, Shogakko. Okay. Shogakko, in other words, elementary school. What is... Wait, so... Tomaeda. I think this is from the verb tomo or something. Let's look that up. Tomo. Oh, maybe this is just supposed to... Tomo, I know that's used in friend. Yeah, this is, let's see, Yoninsei, I believe? Yoninsei. Ninsei, yeah. Yoninsei. So, 4th grade in elementary school, but what is this word right here? Yeah, I know this, the later part is 4th grader, but I'm trying to figure out, what is the word in front of it? Let me hear it again.
ご飯ができますよ。
私木之本さくら、友枝小学校の4年生。
Tomoeda. Da.
さくらさん、ご飯ができますよ。
私木之本さくら、友枝小学校の4年
Tomoeda Shogakko no Yonensan.
生。
Yonensei. Oh, greetings, Bing Bong. How you doing? Yeah. Oh, Tomoeda is the fictional town in Card Captor Sakura. Okay, that would be why I didn't recognize it, the word. It's a noun. Okay, so she's basically saying she's a 4th grader in Tomoeda.
この音か。
さくらさん、ご飯ができますよ。
私木之本さくら、友枝小学校の4年生。好きな科目は体育と音楽、嫌いな科目は算数。
Skina Kamoku is Oh, the like school curriculums. Okay, so Kamoku's curriculum.
友枝小学校の4年生。好きな科目
Tsukina. Let's see. Tsukina Komoku wa, and then I think this is supposed to be PE, from what I remember. Taiku, physical education, PE. So Taiku and Ongaku, music. Taiku and Ongaku. And then, yeah, Kirai, disliked. So disliked curriculum or Kamoku. Kamoku is Sansu, arithmetic or math. And because of her grade level, I assume this is the word for math that has to do with memorization and not problem solving. They apparently divide math in Japanese into two areas: memorization, which is considered the simpler math, like times tables or stuff like that. And then when you get to harder math, what's more of like actually trying to figure things out, they have another term for math.
は体育。私、木之本さくら。友枝小学校の4年生。好きな科目は体育と音楽。嫌いな科目は算数。とりあえず元気が取り柄の女の子。
Toriaizu. It's probably a time word. Toriaizu. First of all, yeah, in case you're wondering, zu is basically a very old way of saying nai, and in modern Japanese, it gets used often to say something's in the negative, like to run or to not run kind of thing, but then put it into an adverbial tense. Hence why you see in this lookup it said it's an adverb. It's essentially a way of negating it that everyone understands that you should treat it like an adverb. Toriaizu. Toriaizu. Yes, it does use the word toru in it. Okay. Which means to take. And this should come from aenai. I wonder if this is from au. But together it means... First, I think this is actually a combination of two different words. I can see the toru being used in the beginning. Let's see. First of all, at once. Tori. Let's see if I can find an origin for toriaizu to understand the component words. Toriaizu. Comes from the verb tori aeru. Oh, so that's comes from one verb, apparently not two verbs like I was thinking. Tori aeru. It comes from the verb tori aeru, which means to be urgent, to be pressing. It has evolved to mean for now, for the time being, first of all. Let's see if I can find this verb it references. Okay, so tori aeru. Tori aeru. To join hands, to take, to scramble for, to pay attention to take notice, to listen to. What if it's supposed to mean not be able to take a meeting? I don't know. Anyway, together it means first of all in this case. Toriaezu.
好きな科目は体育と音楽、嫌いな科目は算数。とりあえず元気が取り柄の女の子。
Toriaezu. Genki ga tori. What is this? Torie. Worth, merit, value. Oh, I think this is trying to say first of all, a good thing about me or a merit about me is that I'm very Genki, which is sort of like energetic, happy. So, Toriaezu, Genki ga Torie no onna no ko. So I'm a Genki girl essentially.
友井田小学校の4年生。好きな科目は体育と音楽、嫌いな科目は算数。とりあえず元気が取り柄の女の子。家族構成は
Kazoku, but Kosei. What's this? Kosei. Oh, composition. So family and then Kazoku and then Kosei composition. So family composition.
おはよ
何部屋で暴れてんだ。
う。暴れてない。
Oh, it's too much.
好きな科目は体育と音楽。
バタバタうるさい。それにし何部屋で暴れ
家族構成は
Ugoots. So what that translates to, it's probably some interjection type of word. Stupid, ignorant.
何部屋で暴れてんだ。
Nani heya. Oh, are there any questions so far? Okay, so heya is room, I believe. Yeah, heya room. Nani heya de obareru da to act violently. Okay, so this isn't. Okay, so this is in the te form, and then we're using the n thing on the end, which is used for there's several uses for it, but one of the uses is if you're making a response that you're expecting a reaction from, or something like that. Let's see. So in the location of the room. So why are you acting? I think in this case it's meant to be a lot of a noise or making a ruckus. So why are you acting violently in your room? Let's see what it translates to. I would actually like to see a better translation of that. Oh, ruckus. Okay. Why are you making a ruckus in the room? And Toya is his name, Toya. And that's the kanji for it. So, nani heya de ob, uh, ob, ob, obarete, obaretenda. Nani heya de obaretenda.
家族構成は
何部屋で暴れてんだ。
暴れてないもん。
Obaretenai naimon. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Barate edu and abarate nai. I know she's trying to say something like I wasn't making a ruckus, but trying to figure out why some of these other kana are here. Not causing trouble. Moan. Moan. Counter for questions. No. Obarete nai, the contraction of obarete inai. Oh, that's a contraction. I was wondering about the grammar of that. Yeah, this is supposed to be inai, but like a lot of those types of words, the e drops off and you can fuse it into one word. Obarete inai. Oh, so obareru. This is a colloquial contraction of mono, which is often used to add emphasis, justification, or a sense of defiance, especially by children or in an informal speech. Okay, so, and the fact that they're using mono at the end, they're saying not making uh not making ruckus thing. In other words, there was no ruckus being made. It was not making a ruckus thing. So, oh,
おはよ
何部屋で暴れてんだ。
う。暴れてないもん。
それにしちゃバタバタうるさかったぞ。
Soreni. Okay, so this is just continuing from the previous statement, or like sort of like next. Shicha. Let's see. Is this supposed to be from Shimaru? I remember Cha's. Let's see. Suru. Soreni wa Shicha. Bata bata. Uru sakata. Uru sakata comes from uru sai. So uru sakata zo. Zo is basically a way of making stronger emphasis on something. So in other words, uru sakata, someone was noisy. Bata bata. That's a sound word. You can tell sound words in Japanese because they're generally repetitive sounds. So even if you don't know it's a sound word. But flapping, rattling, fluttering. Hurriedly, in a fluster, in a rush. Okay, so adverb. So in a rush noise. Let's see, cha. I know there's shimau. Has a little cha, but that's a different word. Let's see, charge. Let's see. Grammar explanation of. Cha, informal contraction of shite wa. Oh, that's right. Oh, let's see. That's right. Cha can replace te wa. And I believe, was it de was, I think, replaced by ja? If I remember correctly. Yes, ja replaces de wa and cha replaces te wa. Okay, so so それにそれにしちゃバタバタうるさかったぞ。So let's see. 手はそれにしちゃ has a meaning of for that or considering that. Okay, see, so it's not, it's the other type of sorting. So with that being done, and then you're commenting with that being done, and then you're commenting on it afterwards. So それにしちゃバトバトうるさかったぞ, or with all the hurrying noises.
家族構成はおは
何部屋で暴れてんだ。
よう。暴れてないもん。
それにしちゃバタバタうるさかったぞ。
普通に歩いてただけだもん。
普通に歩いてただけだもん. So 普通, this is normal. This is a non-adjective, I believe. And then when used, I just wanted futsu by itself. Yeah, ni makes it more like an adverb, futsu. Yes, not adjective noun. Yes. So foot normally, and then aruite walking. Tada. Tada keda. Tadake. I believe it's supposed to be tadake. Tadake. Okay, no, it's not tadake. Try this whole sentence. Futsuni aruiteta. Oh, I see. Okay, so this ta is from. Oh, this is just ita, but it's a contraction. So this is the you can think of it in English terms as the continuous past tense, like I was walking kind of thing, and as along with idu or not idu inai type words, you can drop the first kana off the front, and then combine it, and that's what's happening here. Arui teta. So I was walking normally. Kedo limit, which means limits. So and then moan, that's from mono again. I was walking normally in thing. In other words, I was just walking normally.
おはよ
何部屋で暴れてんだ。
う。暴れてないもん。
それにしちゃバタバタうるさかったぞ。
普通に歩いてただけだもん。
お前が歩くだけで怪獣がカッポしてるような音がする。何部屋で暴れてんだ。
暴れてないもん。
それにしちゃバタバタうるさかったぞ。
普通に歩いてただけだもん。
お前が
Moi ga aruku dake de. So moi, this is a very casual way to say you. Generally, it would be considered rude if it wasn't for the fact they were brother sister. So, omoi ga aruku dake de. So, I think it's trying to say, so you were just walking. Dake is limit again, so. Omoi ga aruku dake de.
歩くだけで怪獣がカッポしてるような音がするんだな。
Kaiju. That's monster. Kaiju ga. Add strength or emphasis to verbs. I've never seen that before. Aru. Let's see. Oh, I see they dropped one of the kanji. I guess it was a little advanced. Striding, swaggering, strutting. So in other words, it's meant to mean like a. Oh, and it's pronounced capo. And it's meant to be like a really rough and loud walking, essentially. Kaiju ga capo shiteru yona oto ga surunda. So, a monster. Let's see. Yo is being used like a descriptor, like something. So, a monster, strutting around. Sound. So a monster strutting around sound, and then was being done. So a monster strutting around sound was being done. So kaiju ga kappo shiteru yona oto ga suruんだな。
だぞ。
普通に歩いてただけだもん。
お前が歩くだけで怪獣がカッポしてるような音がするんだな。バタバタうるさかったぞ。
普通に歩いてただけだもん。
お前が歩くだけで怪獣がカッポしてるような音がするんだな。
Kappo, yes, okay. So this is the sound effect. Okina. What's this? Aji oto. Sound of footsteps. Okay, so big footsteps essentially is what it's saying. It's talking about the sound effect. Big footsteps.
さくら怪獣じゃないもん。
だけで怪獣がカッポしてるような音がするんだな。
Let's see. Sakura Kaiju Janai Mon. Okay, she actually dropped the ga or wa particle here, but it was pretty off. So Sakura, and let's see, Janai. Janai is the same thing as Dewanai. So, and Dewanai, that de is actually the connected form of da. So, not a monster. So, as for Sakura, not a monster. And then Moan, because she's trying to strengthen her point and make. So, Sakura's not a monster.
だぞ。
普通に歩いてただけだもん。
お前が歩くだけで怪獣がカッポしてるような音がするんだな。怪獣がカッポしてるような音がするんだな。
Ashi. Oh, yeah, this is foot. Oh, yeah, Ashioto. Yeah, that's right, just foot sound. Yeah, that's right.
さくら怪獣じゃないもん。この意地悪なの。
Let's see. Kono Ijiwaru. Malicious. Oh, by the way, if you're ever curious about the kanji behind, I mean, not kanji, but the grammar behind no wa, no ga, there's actually technically a noun that's supposed to be after no. That's what the no attaches to, and then ga after that noun. But in this case, but it's often dropped and just said no wa or no ga because the noun is obviously obvious. I mean, the noun is usually obvious, and so there's no point in saying the noun. So, Ichiwaru, malicious. Wait. Ichiwaru, malicious. Now you can see that it doesn't end with akana, so you know that this has to be a noun, even though it's a ru ending word. This na right here is just the na adjective nas. So, let's see, this malicious, otocha, I mean, Oni-chan, and then Ku, was it Kuko? Koko, yeah, Koko. Yeah, Kuko's airport, that's right. Koko. So, it's saying Koko Ninen Sei. In other words, second year high school student. So, kono ijawaru. Kono ijawaru na no ga Toya. What is Toya? So what if I can get a good translation to figure out what the word means, 'cause dictionaries aren't seeing it. See, this mean guy, Momoya ni. Oh, is that maybe that was supposed to be his part of his name or something? Is a high school sophomore. Ichiwaru.
のが東野お兄ちゃん。
お前が歩くだけで怪獣がカッポしてるような音がするんだな。
さくら怪獣じゃないもん。この意地悪なのが東野お兄ちゃん。高校2年生。うちの小学校の。さくら怪獣じゃないもん。この意地悪なのが東野お兄ちゃん。高校2年生。うちの小学校のすぐ隣にある成城高校に通ってるの。さくら怪獣じゃないもん。この意地悪なのが東野お兄ちゃん。高校2年生。
Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I can see right here. Yeah, this is just supposed to be his name right here. And then let's see, he's saying 確かに怪獣にしては So surely maybe becoming a monster? Let's see. Uchi no shogakusei no sugu tonari ni aru. So oh yeah, that's right. Uchi is another word. Often can also be used for house when you're talking about your own house. Something. Shogakusei no sugu. Tasaka kaiju ni shite wa. Oh yeah, that's right. It could also mean within. Surely being a monster. So as for Shirley being a monster within a elementary school student, see, immediately, at once, right away. Sugu tonari. The next, and then they're saying all that exist. Wow, some complicated sentences. Certainly for a monster. Right next to our elementary school. Maybe those are supposed to be two different people. Let's see. Seijo koko ni something. Kayo, to go to and from. Okay. Oh, kayo. So, kayoteru, no. Seijo. 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 Okay, I think it's basically trying to say something like goes to high school. Oh, Seijo's the name of the high school. Seijo High School. That's right. Seijo Koko ni ayoteru. Is ayote right? No, kayoteru. And this is that contraction again of iru, where you drop off the first kana and join it to the previous word. Okay, I think that's going to be everything for today. Any questions before we go? Okay, 皆さんお気をつけて。Bye.